Listen, what's the person who like nigga who put us back to sleep? What that? Wait, come on, I want to get rest. Do you? Mitch, if you wake up Christian, bro, he put his black ass back to sleep. Retarded ass nigga. Christian is in there sleep. Where's your ass?
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my channel at Brittany Mitchell.
I'm hit somebody because we don't feel like my subscribe to my channel. We get a notification. Now we gotta face the Bucks. Who is 1-1. We're 2-0. Playing at home. Let's get it. Hold on. The Bucks have Demi Lillard, Andre Jackson Jr., Chris Middleton. Playing at home. Let's get it. Hold on. The Bucks have Demi Lillard. Oh, right. That's right. Oh, look at something different. Giannis Antetokounmpo or Brook Lopez. Let's get it. Let's see who will beat this team.
Early on, Greg, the potential landscape of the NBA very much open-ended.
An early win streak could really boost the team's outlook, kind of define their direction. So I expect to see them keep the intensity up. So we should be in for a fun one.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis, the tested forward pair. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Lopez. In at the center, locking down the middle. And Lillard kicks to Lopez.
What's up, what's up?
Back to Lillard. Kicks it down to Middleton. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Middleton. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Johnson. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, had a chance to talk with head coach Jordan Fernandez. Talking about Damian Lillard, coach admitted they're zoned in with slowing him down. Coach said we know how dangerous he can be. Now we're prepared to mix it up and throw different defenders at him if possible. We don't want him to find his comfort zone. A difficult strategy to pull off, guys.
Thanks so much, David. Hey, Brent, Damian Lillard is as clutch as they come. He is fearless. Where do you think that comes from? Why is he so effective late in tight games?
Such a great question. Damian Lillard, I think it boils down to one word, and that is confidence. He has legitimately the ultimate confidence in all the work that he puts in the offseason to be in these moments, to have the ball in his hands, and it's been proven time and time again that he can come through. It's why we see him tap his wrist and it being game time. Those are some of the most memorable moments of his career. Yeah, you don't want to leave Middleton from that area. His mid-range game is on fire, draining those shots often.
Here's Edwards.
Get off me.
And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
For 3, Middleton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Pass touched by Claxton.
And it gives us a chance here to check out some stats on Giannis Antetokounmpo, coming off a terrific season. And he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And seeing what he did last year, just blowing up the defensive schemes designed to keep him under control, man. As you said, second best scorer in the league. It was a beautiful thing to watch.
Oh, wait.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need.
For about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar. And these guys have been contenders ever since.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Lopez kicks to Middleton.
I thought you blocked, bro.
Got us a screen on Johnson. There's the triple. Middleton can't get it to go.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Bucks trail by 4. Here's Giannis. Good defense by Claxton. Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to Chicago. Edwards drawing the double team over Lillard.
Oh, I was trying to go at Mitchell because he's a work up person, yo. Give 6 next time. How about that? Oh, 5. Let's have to sleep. Because he woke up person, he be want to put his ass back to sleep. Think it's a joke. Well, everybody trying to get their rest. He don't care. He don't care. This person with frustration sleeping the way he want to do it. I heard him scream like Mason. If you don't shut the hell up, you wake up person, bruh. So I don't care about nobody getting that rest, but y'all dumbasses. Where? I should let Mason, me, I should let Al wake your ass up yesterday, bruh. But I don't have your good ass back after tell Al to shut the hell up. Because you guys were asleep. Damn, Mason. Next time, wake up person. That's why I want Al wake your ass up. How you like it? Retarded? I'm not gonna say shit. Yeah. That if you still be up. Okay. Love you.
And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. The Prince is checked in for Chris Middleton. 1:33 left to play in the first. And here's Edwards from the arc. Prince grabs the miss. And Briz has got the ball here for the Bucks. 4-point game. It's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. 5th best, Nick Claxton.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Edwards against Lillard. Antetokounmpo passes to Green. Lillard from outside. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Lillard's got 6 points.
And one of the quickest triggers. Lillard says, now you see it, now you don't.
Edwards against Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. Edwards.
Let's go.
Edwards got his third basket of the night.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Green. He has yet to score. Lillard misses. Edwards looking it over. Edwards drawing the double team. Finney Smith. Here's Claxton. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Over in the corner, Green. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. There's 14 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Green against Edwards. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low.
He's not
They've really
bro.
been able to work the ball into the post effectively here. So
Good to me.
Free throw good, Edwards. Trent outside. Johnson with the defensive.
Let's go.
It's the Nets. They finish off the first quarter with a... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
We've got Johnson, Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Edwards. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. So that's the Nets 5.
What the foul?
Bucks trail by 4. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. And here's Edwards from the arc. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Drops in the layup for 2. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
It is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
From about 19 feet, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Edwards against Green. Kicks it out to Johnson. Edwards passes to Johnson. Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. That one good for 2. Edwards got 12 in the game.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. He's battled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the Bucks with some changes. Jackson is checked in for Gary Trent, and Lillard subbed in for Prince. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Lillard against Edwards. This one for three. And the Bucks miss again.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky.
Hits it from three.
Let's go. 13.
Now it's a 7-point Brooklyn lead.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
I see that.
Lillard from outside sinks the three-pointer. He's got 9.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Edwards against Lillard. Edwards can't hit.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Middleton finds Portis. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Edwards with another miss.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Push it here.
Johnson surveying the floor. Launches it. Connects from
Let's go. Let's get a shoot. 3:15. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Unlocked. I'm locked in.
Defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in.
Back to Lillard. Launches a three. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
That was it.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more the action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of
He kicked his
technology.
leg out.
We've seen replay.
Lillard kicked his leg out.
The ruling on the floor stands.
A lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made
What?
before.
And you know, even
Fuck your ass, you will. I didn't even touch him.
you gotta acknowledge the effort
Don't touch him.
being to reviewing it, the double checking, and the game continues on.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez comes in for Portis, and Giannis is subbed in for Green. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all
Okay,
time.
18.
Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Edwards against Lillard. Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bucks trail by 5. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Shot's good by Middleton.
Chris Middleton has the size in this league that you need to finish on the inside. Way to get that one up quick.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And Lopez pulls it down.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
27 seconds. There's Giannis. Look out below.
Yeah, you can throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
And here's Edwards from the arc. The offensive rebound. Claxton, no
That's
good.
it back. That's open.
Not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Giannis. Giannis has got 3 assists now in this one. For 3, Edwards traps in the tray.
Let's go.
Edwards
Oh,
got
2.
11 points in the
Oh,
quarter.
2.
And that'll do it for
Going
the
for
first
the
half.
third.
A
Let's go.
competitive game so far. Nets lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Chris, how did the team's offensive approach improve in that first half?
We didn't have any type of tempo going. We were real stagnant, standing around a lot. Once we got moving, pushing the ball more, we got what we wanted.
Hey, Chris, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Thanks for joining us. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks in a tight ball game at the end of the half. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Wait, you guys get paid?
Well, yeah, we wouldn't sit here and deal with you for free.
Gotta call my agent now.
And taking a look now at the Brooklyn Nets. They're in a close contest.
They have been disruptive and aggressive on the defensive end of the floor. I love the intensity that they played and showed with. I mean, guys, this is how tough defense can be. It's locked in.
Their ability to get stops, that's been the difference. And that concludes half.
Okay, third quarter. Stop playing smart like we were. We won't get this.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Heading underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. The small and power forwards are the star pair of Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and it's Lopez at the 5.
You know, Lillard works so hard on the offensive end of the floor. It's really
Edwards inside. By Lillard. Johnson can't hit.
That open.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo kicks to Jackson. Offline with his 3.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer. But he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting you know I'm there to back him up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. Lillard finds Giannis. Claxton against Lopez. Down low, here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Oh, man, tonight it's Dame time, and when Lillard gets hot, it's a sight to see.
Hey, Brent, where would you rank the Lopez brothers as the best NBA siblings?
Well, they've had storied careers, both of them. Certainly in terms of the argument about the best twins to ever play the game, you could make an argument for them. You had, of course, Tom and Dick Van Arsdale in the 60s, Horace and Harvey Grant in the 90s. But what the Lopez brothers have been able to do, not in terms of their longevity, but in terms of their contribution to their teams, both very different. These guys have to be up there.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. In fourth, the Bucks.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Lillard with a screen for Lopez. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lillard. Takes it from 10. Rebound, Brooklyn. Finney-Smith's got his 7th rebound here tonight. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Edwards. Milwaukee with the rebound. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a look at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Nets. And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Green is checked in for Milwaukee.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Edwards drawing the double team. And again,
let's go.
The triple.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Bucks trail by 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. Green deciding where to go with it. Here's Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Lillard just a menace when he's driving inside, forces the D to act, which is why he gets those calls.
He's had 5 chances at the line, gone 4 for 5. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Here's Edwards. And 2 free throws coming up, able to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Nets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And Edwards drops them both.
13-2.
1:35 left to play in the third. Lopez outside. And that one is off. Good defense by Claxton. Edwards passes to Claxton.
What a 4 question, 33-2. Let's go.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Bucks trail by 6.
Let's work.
Pass to Middleton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Middleton out there thinking about the game, and that helps out. Skilled at getting to the free throw line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. And Trent subbed in for Damian Lillard. Edwards. And
he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Here's Giannis. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Giannis has got his 2nd basket of the game. Edwards against Green.
Let's go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, check. Let's go.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. To the middle. Great TV time from Edwards.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Bucks trail by 6.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Well, we've seen Giannis add to his game over the years, and a consistent pull-up jumper might make him unguardable.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Nets up by 4. And we'll have the start of the 4th. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Nicholas Claxton. Johnson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Johnson, and it's Edwards in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And I feel like there's been an old-school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
With the step back, kicks it out to Lillard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Lillard's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. And here's Green outside. The shot that time, not on top. Johnson with the defensive effort. For three, Edwards. Good on the three-point shot.
Let's go.
14 points here in the second half.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 3. Here's the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
And here's Edwards. And he makes good on the layup. Edwards got 37.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately, a different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Taurean Prince. And Middleton subbed in for Green. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He challenged his team. He said they're not going to give us this one. We have to take it from them, starting now. We'll see if that message resonated. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Jackson finds Lillard. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. And that one falls. That puts him up by 1 point.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
First free throw is good. And Edwards drops them both.
We're not putting. So we good. So we got me.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
No 30 tough hell.
There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. He's swiping. Takes the three. Edwards, no good.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Yep, it counts.
And that is with competitive drive. Bingo.
For three, Edwards. They get it back. From past the arc. That shot misses.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's blocked. Outside Edwards. Fires the three. It's good from long range. Edwards got 42 in the game.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
On his left side, Lillard with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got 4 assists now tonight. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Edwards with it. The fadeaway. And the rejection by Giannis. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. 109 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lillard. That shot missing. Great D that time from Edwards. And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field.
shoot over. Let's go. Take your shot. I'll do the old card for right there.
It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And they had a foul.
Up one way.
But you want to use it on the ground.
And so both free throws good
Let's
that
go.
time.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
And Doc Rivers
No,
is
if I can
calling
quick
a
one.
timeout. The magnitude
Go
at this
ahead,
juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Lillard against Edwards. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around.
Oh,
Nails the tray.
Not guard him.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up enough.
I mean, he is tearing
Okay.
apart. And let's face it.
We have to do it again, bro.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Jackson finds Lillard. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's holding by Claxton. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. With the floater, no good.
Well.
And an intentional foul right there. Nine seconds left in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He sinks the clutch free throw. Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Let's go. Let's go. That's one. That's one. Yeah, one right there.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by
What
with
is
the
he know?
win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great.
Big plays and big time plays.
Really,
Big plays, big plays and big time plays.
You gotta love being on the edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How.
You know, face the Nuggets. With 3-0, the Nuggets are 2-1. Jamal Murray, Christian Brown, Michael Porter, Eric Gordon, and Nikola Jokic. Let's get it.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition. And both backcourts in this one stand cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions. But tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle.
Oh. Forgot to do something. Okay, let's go.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action. Well, here we are, Greg, at the very start of the season, and many teams are still figuring things out.
And, Kevin, you can't take any of these lineups as final just yet. Coaches might keep trying some new things, tinkering a little bit, and these teams are very much works in progress.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. Edwards against Murray. Edwards shot is good.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Here's Brown. Outside Gordon. 6 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here.
Dude.
Here's Johnson. Makes it off.
Let's go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Back to Murray. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, that's a nice take and make by Murray, a scoring guard with tremendous skills and confidence.
And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
Now, here's Jokic. He had 15 points last out. 3-pointer. Murray, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Got that one.
Let's go. 3. Let's go.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Gordon with it. Finney-Smith defending. Jokic with the screen on Johnson. And that one's good by Porter.
Porter is all in on the offensive end. Never missing a chance to give his team a boost.
Edwards looking it over. On the wing, Johnson. And again,
let's go.
With the triple.
Go to get open. Get him foul. Let's go.
Confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Denver. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Champ.
He's been absolutely electric for his team. The way he's been able to finish plays and just take a hold of the offense at that off-guard spot is more than deserving of recognition.
Now, here's Jokic. Denver passing it around. The Nuggets with another miss. Nets leading by 5. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different, but as long as I can truly say, with what I had, I gave it my all. That's all that success should be defined by. Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
And here's Edwards after Aaron Gordon was able to get the triple. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. Last season's performance for him put up about 13 points per, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. You can't understate his impact on the backboards.
Right. I mean, that's where he's one of the best in the business. Hard to outfight him on the glass.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Strawber's checked in.
Let's go.
Great idea to pull up
15. Let's go. Let's go.
D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
What's up?
Westbrook passes to Gordon. Back to Westbrook. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Boy, when you combine Westbrook's athleticism with the ferocity that he plays with, hard not to foul him inside.
He hits both from the stripe.
52.
1:16 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Edwards. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Outside Jordan. Murray outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Johnson. Murray, good. Murray's got 5 points so far.
In the mid-range, Murray can really make it happen now. He's just that versatile a scorer.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Leading by 5. And the Nets miss again.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Watson kicks to Murray. Jordan outside. Inside. Here's Watson. Off target at the rim. Nets lead by 5. And the second quarter about to get... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Brooklyn.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. At the guard spots, we'll see Westbrook and Murray. Jordan is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Strother in at the small forward. Jordan sets the screen for Murray. Looking for Finney Smith, and he gets it there. Edwards with it. Westbrook picks him up. There's the 3. Edwards.
Let's go.
Edwards got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Nets. The Nuggets trail by 8. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
Let's go.
Johnson with the stop.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Making a switch here. Browns check in. Clark, how much weight do players put on individual awards or something like an all-star nod?
You know, I think players always have a level of respect for each other, but awards help validate your level of respect. How you win, how you perform, consistency, and awards are typically well-earned and well-deserved. As a matter of fact, in most cases, they are well-earned and deserved. The players acknowledge that and respect that. Love the preparation that time by Westbrook. He was ready to shoot it before he caught it.
Edwards drives in.
Let's go.
Edwards with the taking it to the rack with power, hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Westbrook finds Jordan. Now here's Watson. Now Westbrook. 8 points his last outing. And the rejection by Claxton. Here's Edwards. The putback. It's good. Putback. Johnson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Murray against Johnson. Now here's Murray. Not a lot of room. Pass to Watson. But 3. Rebound by Johnson. Nets leading by 11. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Here's Westbrook. Jordan kicks to Westbrook. And again, Denver no good.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
All-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Nuggets are an example of how you build a contender from the ground up. Coach Michael Malone says, I'm hoping we can build a blueprint for a lot of young teams, young coaches, and young GMs. Be patient. Let it build the right way, bring in the right kind of people, and you never know what's going to happen. Kevin?
Well, David, you've just triggered a lot of thoughts here, but doing it that way, to me, feels...
Let's go! Thank you for the
He is a highlight reel unto himself.
Without
question, a crowd to the 10th degree.
A different look for Denver. Jokic comes in for Jordan, and it's Michael Porter in for Murray. Westbrook surveying the D, sinks the triple. Westbrook's got 10.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, which should help them cut into that deficit.
Westbrook against Edwards. Count it. And the Nets lead by 16.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. A different look for Denver. Gordon's checked in for Peyton Watson. And it's Jamal Murray in for Russell Westbrook. Murray against Edwards. Murray, the pass to Brown. Jacks up a 3. And there's Murray on the assist by Gordon. Murray's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Murray against Edwards. Drives to the hoop. Good. Edwards got
smart relief.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
To the inside. Here's Jokic. Cruising basketball from Jokic.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And so it's Brooklyn, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Welcome, everybody. Right off the bat, let's see which games are still to come tonight. The Timberwolves out in Minnesota will go up against the Mavericks. 7:30 Eastern for the tip-off in that one.
This is a game everyone had circled on their calendar, especially me, and it's finally happening.
I don't want to talk. Let's get going.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Nets.
They've had a lot of success in transition, running for their lives like a turkey in November. Bark, bark, bark.
I don't know that that's a great comparison or a good turkey sound effect. Neither is that. And that's a halftime.
Better third quarter title. Let's go. Build this lead.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
They've got Edwards. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Johnson, and it's Johnson in at the three, a small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
At some stats for Murray. He's coming off an excellent season. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency from three last year, top 10 in the league. He's truly a dead-eye shooter when he gets it going.
Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Jokic high post. For a rebound by the Nets. Johnson's got his fourth rebound in this one. Claxton against Murray. Kicks it out to Johnson. And it's off from three-point range. The Nuggets trail by 15. Nikola Jokic-Clark is as skilled, big as we have seen. And when he has the ball, he can really affect the opposition.
Yeah, he's such a great passer, and he's got tremendous size. I mean, people forget because he's pretty nimble and agile that he's, you know, right at 7 feet tall, 7'1", with really long arms. So he's a problem just from the size standpoint. Then you factor in his otherworldly skills as a passer, as a shot maker, as a basketball player. And now you've got something that's as unique as we've seen in, I think, the history of the game.
Porter inside. Edwards there. Gordon a screen. Deep two from Murray. The Nuggets with another miss.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Edwards kicks to Finney-Smith. Buries the long jumper.
Let's go.
Lead by 18.
Finney-Smith under the basket and way out beyond the arc. He's got great range.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. 5th best, Nick Claxton.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game. Just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Claxton with the steal.
Quarter.
Edwards against Murray. Edwards inside. Takes a 3. And the Nets.
Let's go.
Another 3.
Let's go.
With all the threes they're allowed.
Let's go.
Outside Gordon. Here's Brown. He's guarded by Johnson. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Pass to Jokic. Just 4 to shoot. Over Claxton. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got his second bucket.
Have a lot of respect for Jokic's feel for the game. He plays the right way, sees everything, great vision, and he processes what he sees so quickly.
Brooklyn shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
If I could double, we'll take it.
First one falls for him. Russell Westbrook in for Christian Brown. And Edwards drops it.
27.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. To the left side wing. Here's Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Edwards inside. He's covered by Westbrook. Westbrook against Edwards. Sweet little floater. Edwards got 38 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Murray against Johnson. Murray, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Let's go. 33-39. Let's go.
Seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Outside Porter, back to Westbrook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Nick Claxton.
Defenders really struggle to keep up with Russell Westbrook. Probably because he's such a dynamic and aggressive athlete.
No good on the second free throw. And here are the Nets. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Johnson double teamed. And a wide open look for Claxton. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you see him miss such an open look.
Murray, the pass to Watson. Now Murray. Spins. Scores off the spin. Murray's got 10.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball. Just dribbling through defenders like he's out there by himself.
Here's Edwards. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Westbrook fires away from outside. Holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. Jordan is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Down low. Got a hand on it.
Some aggressive defense from Finney-Smith, allowing him to deny that shot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
Shooting's been great, but also, how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Sharge checked in for Denver.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Westbrook kicks to Porter. And again, Denver no good. Brooklyn's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Finney Smith finds Johnson. Nets passing it around. Out to Edwards. Clock at 6. Nets with a new shot clock. Three-pointer. And Brown pulls it down. Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Westbrook. And here's Watson. Here's Porter. The teardrop falls in.
Well, it's amazing that Porter has already developed a pretty advanced floater game. At his height, it's a real weapon to have that floater in your kit.
Edwards.
Let's go. 2.3. Let's go.
I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Sharch dishes to Porter. Claxton with the steal.
Porter.
Outside Edwards. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Sharch passes to Porter. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Claxton against Sharch. For 3, Edwards. And Brown pulls it down. For Denver, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Rebound, Brooklyn. Edwards got 4 rebounds now tonight. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Misses in close. The Nuggets shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. Mercy, mercy me.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Porter, no luck.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Edwards, no good.
He's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Now here's Westbrook. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that.
We got the Mrs. Griffiths. We got John Hart, Marcus Smart, Jeffrey Bain, Jaren Jackson Jr., Brandon Clark. Let's get it.
Year after year, this early portion of the season is characterized by a great deal of overreaction, Grant.
The media and fans build up a lot of expectations.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. And now the Grizzlies, Chums, had a tough season, but boy, did they find a gem with GG. Jackson.
To get a player like that in the second round, I think there was shock around the league that Gigi dropped that far in the draft. His skill set is apparent. He's able to score with the best of them at such a young age.
Who knows what his ceiling is going to be? My goodness.
Gigi Jackson seems like he's a complete find for this organization.
So the next starting five.
Let's go.
Johnson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Johnson, and it's Claxton in at the 5 down low. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Smart kicks to Bain. Pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Morant right side. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And it's still early in the year, but already some trends developing as we check out the new power rankings. You look at the Pelicans, they've climbed all the way up to the 2nd spot.
You know, right now for Brooklyn, they've started this year as well as they could have hoped. Playing great basketball, probably exceeding preseason expectations.
Now Edwards, following the miss. Oh!
Let's go! Let's go.
Oh, tremendous pass from Cam Johnson there. Nice work.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Morant passes to Bain. Smart, wide open, he fires. It's the three-point bomb. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play, and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games, and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on the floor.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying. And it's Morant missing. For Brooklyn, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Johnson against Smart. Johnson outside. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
And I think 3 of the top, 5, 6 players, we got Doncic. We've got Porzingis, of course, who is such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. The names go on and on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
you and I would pay for the ticket. I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. Now, here's Bane. He just could not put it together in that loss to Chicago. Jackson, a screen on it. Morant with a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. Late June, NBA free agency is such a busy time for you, Shams. During the start of that hectic period, walk us through your day. What's your life like? I've asked you this before in previous times you've been out here with us, but do you get any sleep?
I'm up 24/7 because the great part about free agency, Kevin, is you never know when you might get that call, you might get that text when a player has committed, when a player has decided to go to a specific NBA team. That is what I live for. That's what I know the fans live for, and I'm one of those fans, so I want to make sure I know as well, and I'm able to inform in an appropriate, timely, responsible, and fair way, and accurately. So for me, there's not much wiggle room when it comes to sleep. I try to make up for it later. But NBA free agency, trade deadline, draft, those are time periods when I know I have to be on.
Well, wait, I was just going to ask you. We're doing this game. I'm looking at your phone. It's lighting up. You're looking down. You're looking at the game. You're talking to me. You're doing two things at once.
I have to be multitasking at all times, Kevin. You know that.
Oh, it's the best. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Here's Aldama following the bucket by the Nets. The Grizzlies with another miss. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Edwards. Softly.
Let's go. 17-8. Let's go.
8 points for Champ.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Bane against Johnson. Now Bane. Still yet to score. And they get it. And the bank shot is good.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Let's go.
Heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Brooklyn.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities. Always a good idea.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Morant is out there with Vince Williams. Then there's Edey. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Jackson with the small forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Floats it up there for Morant. It's stolen by Edwards. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
Let's go. I'm trying to play right there.
Dorian Finney-Smith has the ability athletically to finish near the cup, and he does so there.
Edwards against Morant. To the middle. Claxton with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith.
Let's go.
And
14. Let's go.
Finney-Smith.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Pass to Edey. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
It's like reading a picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy.
And the league continuing, Shams, to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try. If you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two, let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree. We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Marcus Smart comes in for Vince Williams. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Grant, great D that time from Edwards.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Pass to Edey. Clark with it. Morant left side. Over Edwards. And too long on the shot.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And in last year's playoff Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are
People certainly ask, this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are
30-14. Let's go.
There's a lot of lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
It's stolen by Edwards. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. It's Clark with the rebound.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Here's Smart. Edwards with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Desmond Bain. Great showing for him last season. He was around 23 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Jackson kicks to Smart. It's stolen by Edwards. To the paint. Here's Finney-Smith. And the rejection by Jackson. Smart against Edwards. Smart misses. Shams, I am so sorry our time has run out. It has been great having you here with us. We appreciate your time so much, and I hope we do it again soon.
Thanks, Kevin. Anytime. You know, when I'm not on my phone, I'm here to talk to you, talk hoops with you anytime.
13-14.
Thank you so much again. ADB wasn't that terrific talking to Shams. He is as plugged into everything around the NBA as anyone you could hope to meet.
A guy who's really in the know, and as somebody who prides themselves on doing research, boy, you have got to respect the legwork and the dedication he brings to the table.
Pass to Jackson. Jackson looking it over. Great open.
Great from deep. Jackson, no issues hitting the mid-range either. Another big who has range in the new NBA.
Outside Edwards. Shot on the wing. And they recover it. Johnson kicks to Edwards from outside the arc. Good work defensively by Smart. The Grizzlies trail by 16. It's stolen by Johnson. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Let's go. By 4-16. Let's go.
Oh, the athleticism on display. Nick Claxton makes these throwdowns look easy.
Johnson against Bain. Pass to Jackson. The drive by Jackson somehow ignores the tight D. Gets the way up. Outside Edwards. Edwards with another miss. And so it's Brooklyn in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Taylor Jenkins is here with us in the second quarter, Coach. Tough sledding at both ends of the floor. How do you fix it?
You know, it hurts our offense when we're not able to get stops and get out and running. So not a good quarter for us. We just got to keep being aggressive defensively, be a little bit more disciplined.
And we'll see if that can pick up as the game continues. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
You know, I think for Brooklyn, I don't look at win-loss records at this point. I want to see improvement from game to game.
I wish fans saw it that way. Most of the time, it's about instant gratification. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Brooklyn Nets.
It's not just about taking a shot. It's about taking the right shot. They've made a lot of good decisions out there.
Sometimes you just have a great night. Here in the studio, that's, I guess, every night, huh, Shai?
I would agree, my brother.
And that concludes...
Let's get third quarter started. Let's go.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Let's go. First and 15.
Johnson is out there with Edwards. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Finney Smith into the 4 spot. Doris, what's the key for a team like the Nets, who have to hit the reset button, so to speak?
I think, Kevin, you have to find consistency at the head coaching position, because then you can set clear and achievable goals for your team going forward. You set a style of play, commit to it, and just build year by year, game by game.
And it's Morant missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there. A pattern he has.
Let's go. 30-18. Let's go.
That's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
What's up? What's up?
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Morant dishes to Jackson. Clark against Claxton. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by the Nets.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Morant. Edwards with another miss. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis.
What's up?
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Smart. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Smart's got 5 now.
Well, you know Marcus Smart understands how to use his body inside, and I just love how he goes right up with the shot.
For 3, Edwards. Rebounded by Jackson.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. The Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
No, DA, we've been talking about Jordy Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Payne for three, and he's good on that three. Payne's got his second basket of the night.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Baines so dangerous from out there.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
And every year, and Greg, we agree, Baines seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive team.
Edie's checked in for Memphis. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scores in the NBA from last year's campaign. Fifth best, Nick Claxton.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Clark sets a screen for Morant. Great D that time from Edwards. Nets leading by 15. 1:43 left to play here in the third. For the three. Trains it from beyond the arc. Edwards got 7 points here in this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
As accurate as they come from deep. Desmond Bain, extra lethal from that short corner.
For three, Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
The Nets have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Johnson kicks to Edwards. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Memphis. Santi Aldama's checked in for Clark. And it's Jackson in for John Morant. Edwards looking it over. The three. Rebounded by Jackson.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Bain for three. Again, the miss by Bain. Nets leading by 15. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Pippen's checked in for the Grizzlies. Good on the second free throw. 20 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. For three, Edwards knocks down the three ball. Edwards got a pair of threes now here in the third for the net.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make since.
Outside, Bain shoots over Johnson. And so feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Santi Aldama is out there with Edie. Then it's Vince Williams. Then it's G.G. Jackson. And it's Morant in at the one spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
Now here's Edwards. And he converts the layup. Edwards got 12 points here in the second half.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Jackson, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
And here's Morant. Pass to Edie. Now Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. With Smart. Outside for Smart. Here's the floater. It's hauled in by Edwards. Nets leading by 19 points. There's the drive. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? He loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Pass to Edie, nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
And Aldama has it in the corner. Smart with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Morant with the screen on Claxton. Jackson has the open look, and the 3 off target. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Edwards inside, guarded by Morant. Edwards can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Here's Smart. Jackson from long range. A rebound by the Nets. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining.
Edwards against Morant. Got a piece of it. 4 seconds left, and Edwards with the stuff.
Let's go.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Edie. Edwards defending. Edwards with the block. Johnson finds Edwards. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. 1 more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Clark, he's checked in for Edie. Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's Bain in for Jackson.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Champ.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Edwards, no good. And so it's Bain with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Morant against Edwards. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Edwards got 39.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And that one's good, Morant.
Unbelievable athleticism. Morant's stop and start is elite.
Unloads. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down hard.
Oh my goodness, that is an absolutely insane finish by Nick Claxton.
Morant scanning the floor. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come